All right, another big game for Indiana Hoosiers. We got IU, Penn State at Penn State. Yes, Penn State has not had their best season. Yes, they fired their coach, who I thought they should have fired many, many years ago. But that being said, it's still Penn State. It's still going to be 100,000 people. It's still going to be a good environment. And the Penn State team still has a lot of good players, okay? This is a big game for Indiana, because this is a good test prior to meeting a team like Ohio State, because you're about to compete against top-level athletes. And not every single team in the Big Ten obviously has top-level athletes. Penn State may not be a great team schematically, which they haven't been for many years, and they still aren't today. But it's a lot of freaking good athletes, so it's a good test for Indiana. In my opinion, this game score is going to be 38 IU, 17 Penn State. I think it's going to be just a little bit challenging for IU. It's going to be some battles, but IU is going to pull ahead, okay? A couple things I want to see from the Indiana Hoosiers. Actually, I'm going to pause on that. I want to talk about, if we're ahead, what I want to see, because it's so important when you're getting closer and closer to the playoffs that you put more and more on tape, in my opinion. Some people believe, hey, don't show all your cards. I kind of believe show so many cards you're hard to game plan for. Okay, so let me get to that here in a second. But basically, I talk about this a lot. I'm going to break down IU's offense quickly, and then I'm going to get off here. But nonetheless, IU's offense very strong, right? Cooper, Waffle House, Williams Jr., Black, Hemby, running back. We have two really solid running backs. Nowinski, I believe that's his name. Riley, his first name, I know that. Number 37, tight end. Full unit. Okay, what IU really does well in terms of, well, they do a lot of things well, but in terms of their run game, what they do well is their team is really good at power run game, run here, hat. Okay, what IU does is really well is they get contact. And I talk about this a lot. When you're going to be a great run blocking team, the consistency of having perfect blocks is almost impossible. Great run blocking teams, they just get contact. They get consistent contact. The ball's running outside here, then we want to block what's called play side number, which would be like, the person's shoulder closest to the ball, right? So the IU is pretty good at that. But the bottom line is, especially in college blocking, just get contact, and that's what's making IU's run game really good. Hemby, Black also very, very solid college running backs. All right. In terms of the outside, in terms of the pass game, we all know Mendoza can throw every single ball. We got Cooper, we got Waffle House on the outside. They're both a little bit different type receivers. Cooper can run a lot of the inside routes very well. Still runs the outside routes, still runs deep route, but a very good inside route runner. Waffle House, well, his bread and butter is the, the go routes, the 10-yard out routes, the tough catches, back shoulder type routes. I mean, that's Waffle House's bread and butter, and that's what makes Indiana's offense so damn special. Where they have, we need to get a quick, 5-yard in. Okay, we'll go to Waffle House for that. Okay, we want to do a quick drag route, try to get some yards on man-to-man. Cool, we got Cooper for that. All right, and what they've started also doing was Williams Jr., the Z route or Z receiver or the third receiver, he's starting to get in their offense, and he's really starting to stretch the offense downfield with go routes, which deep posts. You saw that 2 games ago. I forget who we played, but nonetheless, he had a huge game 2 games ago, and Waffle House and Cooper, I mean, they barely even did anything. It was all Williams Jr. So that's IU's offense. I'm going to quickly talk about Penn State's offense. Backup quarterback, Drew Hour out for the season. They're struggling a little bit, okay, but it's still Penn State. What Penn State has is 2 running backs, Allen, Singleton, very solid. Expect them to freaking get yards. All right, those 2 guys are near NFL guys. Definitely one of them will be in the NFL, if not both. I'm talking about truly make the NFL, okay? But bottom line is both extremely good running backs. They run hard. They have barely similar styles as each other. I think that's the plan of attack. If I was Penn State, let's go figure out if we can run on IU's defense. We know Fisher, IU's middle linebacker. He's battling a little injury. How much does he play this week? Still up in the air. I'm sure some guy in the comments will know more than me on that, but nonetheless. All right, so that's, in my opinion, how Penn State's going to attack. Now, if IU gets a lead, and this is pretty much why I'm making this entire video, just to say this, If IU gets a lead, what I want them to show is I want them to show the tight end, Riley Nowinski, or however you say his name, number 37, a really good run blocker. I mean, really good contact run blocker, quite frankly. Comes in the hole. I mean, he'll be at this position, pull here, kick out a guard, kick out a tackle, come in the hole, hit a linebacker straight. I mean, this kid's really earned his stripes and earned his starting role. I want to see this kid get the ball in the pass game. I want them to put it on tape, him getting the ball in the pass game, because then it opens up the entire offense. Not only do we have one A receiver, one B receiver, we got our third receiver, now we got our tight end, we got 2 running backs and a quarterback who might win the Heisman. And a really good offensive line, okay? Rather impressive offensive line, a lot better than last year. Why? Because I think their leadership is better, their film study is better, the way they pick up blitzes this year is 1,000 times better than last year. That's a full friggin' offense. That's a scary offense. That's an offense with no weaknesses. Once again, we need this. Cool, we got a guy who does that well. All right, I want them to get this tight end comfortable in the pass game because it's only going to pay dividends. If you're not up, then stick to what you've been doing. Use Riley in the run game. Spread it between your 3 receivers and your 2 running backs. Power run game, power run game, power run game. But if you're up, I want to see us building a little bit of experience in our tight end. I think that will just pay dividends. Once again, I think IU is going to win 38-17. It's going to be a good environment. I have respect for Penn State. I'm glad they fired their coach because I felt like they just needed more and they deserved more. That fan base deserved to not lose to Ohio State every year, to lose to Michigan every year, and to always get bounced in the playoffs or not even make the playoffs every year. And lastly, I'm going to close on this. What makes IU special is not just the folks I just talked about. It's also their coaching staff, Cignetti, but it's mainly as coordinators, offense coordinator, defense coordinator, special team coordinator. Being with Cignetti for so long, they are a united bunch, all on the same page. They understand how to attack defenses. They understand how to play strong D. They understand how to play really strong special teams. There's not a lot of guesswork on the Indiana sideline. And you're really starting to see it. Bad teams, there's guesswork. Bad teams, there's bad communication. Indiana doesn't have that. They're clean, they button up, and they play tough. Once again, I expect them to beat Penn State. I am an IU guy, but that's an unbiased opinion. I probably have Penn State actually playing a little bit better than what most people have nationally, okay? So yeah, once again, big game at Penn State. Indiana hasn't won at Penn State, I don't even know if ever. So this is a big game for us IU people. Go IU. I'll see you guys after the game.